Tapes. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Joining us, the crew, lead it off by our strong black king, Lewis Johnson. And if you don't like that, hit the fucking bricks, dude.
God bless Black King.
Fucking bricks. Followed by our white Lou, watered down Lou, as we call him around the cooler.
I call him White Ever Lou.
I call him, Becky's right. I call him Boo Lou.
Yeah.
I call him Boo Lou. DJ Boo.
DJ White Boo.
DJ White Boo. Dude, DJ White Boo might even be a better name than DJ White Boy or DJ Lou. Jacob Christine.
Jacob the Oppressor.
Yeah. We have Christine, the benefactor of systemic racism, and we have Becky, who's Canadian. So, you know.
I mean, really, but I mean, Hitler's wet dream. Am I right or am I right?
Oh man, I've heard stories that she's called in certain circles the fourth.
She will have bangs and she will be white.
You know, this sounds crazy, but what if she could do a bunch of flips? I think that would be pretty cool. If she could like flip around and like maybe lands back on her feet.
I got one of the worst texts before the show, Dan, and you'll appreciate this. With comedy, quote unquote, coming back. Mm-hmm. It's not a good sign. And also, they didn't get a reply to what I wrote back. But you know, Meredith, who does all the PR for Helium, says all the PR. She was like, "Hey, are you available anytime, any day this week after 5 p.m. to do the? I mean, whatever it was like Shot in a Beer podcast out of Indianapolis, like for press." And I was like, I just wrote back. I go, "Are the tickets that bad? It's like half rooms." And she was like, she just didn't write back. So I'm just like, ay.
No, that's you beating yourself up. That's you beating yourself up, and I'll make you feel. She texted me. Meredith is
in
awesome.
my mind. We should be sold out to need to add extra shows by now. But it's not where we're at.
No, but Meredith, for our listeners listening, she runs the PR for all the Helium comedy clubs. So when you go to a Helium, you hear from Meredith, and she kind of lets you know who you're going to see in the city, to promote the shows, to try to sell tickets. But Jay, something I didn't realize about comedy coming back, and something that I didn't realize was going to be an effect of the Zoom culture, is now morning radio is not when it's supposed to be. Usually it's like, you got to wake up at 9 a.m. and go do it. Now they're like, hey, can you do it tomorrow at 7 a.m. to start promoting your show?
I swear to you, if it was like even like Scooter and the Buzz in the mornings show, I'd be like, yeah, I guess it's the press. I guess, you know, we're not completely sold out at all.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'll just, it wasn't that. It was like, you know, Biscuits and Tea podcasts. Yeah. It's some kind of like thing. I don't want to shit on the podcast. So I don't even want to look up the real name. I'm not shitting on the podcast, but I'm just saying, it's like when my press now is like a local podcast, so they're going to rush out to make sure it's out from ticket sales. They believe it's going to affect ticket sales in some way. I'm like, dude.
Well, you know who they're.
I am hoofing it out there 12 hours. Buy tickets, people. I'm doing 12 hours each direction in 4 days. So 24 hours of driving in 4 days alone. So like that's fucking suicidal.
You wouldn't fly? You wouldn't think about flying at all?
No, not this late in the game now. And it's like, honestly, for the fucking thing, I'd rather just take off the day early and fucking do my own thing.
Well, all right, let me follow that up though. You know who the radio show is in Indianapolis, don't you?
Oh yeah, Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
Are they done? Look that up. Look that up if they're done, if they're still going. That's curious. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was Bob and Tom. But yeah, they would never have me on it. Yeah, that's probably why I'm booted down to podcast.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason you're doing the Shimmy podcast at fucking 9 at night.
Gotta be the shimmy y'all. Yeah, but it's one of those things where you're just like, man, I know I'm driving out there for what I can only guess are going to be half rooms of people. That's like, it's probably just going to be a bunk weekend. But
no, dude, I wouldn't get down on yourself like that. I think comedy's
I'll get down on myself. It'll be fun. I think I'll have fun on stage and stuff. Like I just thought it was going to have to be like adding shows.
Well, Jay, I have to tell you, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's been an issue with the club where they have a Sunday show listed. So the marketing, everybody's been weary to promote it because they don't want to sell this Sunday show when you're not supposed to do a Sunday show, but because the clubs are kind of scrambling on staff, that hasn't come off. So it hasn't really like gone out in promotion yet across the board. So that's why it's like We've been
Everybody
trying to
was-
get this
got it.
fixed for a couple
Yeah,
times.
yeah. No, you're right. Everybody was going to come to the Sunday show. Christine,
No.
Christine, we'll give you a little toot when we need you. It's gonna be it's gonna be a fun weekend no matter what. Like as far as doing comedy, I just think it's gonna be like in my mind, I was like, we're coming back. Everyone's so starved. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. And it's like, hey, would you do the shit on a brick podcast?
Yeah, but dude,
at
I
the
think
MBF?
I still think everyone's still shut down, dude. I think it's like even in these cities.
Yeah,
that were
I knew it was a possibility. I just didn't know how it was going to go.
I would say in like 3 or 4 months, when everything's all fully back operational, then you'll be like, "Oh shit, okay, this is crazy." Because I think and you're right. I understand. I understand what you're saying. When I come back, like, "Oh shit," it'll be like, "Open the doors. You guys better get all the staff you can," because everyone's gonna be clamoring to get back in. And then they're like, "Hey, do you want to do a folded weekend where you only do like, what? Is that
we could probably merge Thursday and Saturday and not really have a problem."
Would you mind featuring for Piff?
Oh, that is also the other thing too. Trust me, there are names that could, you know what I mean, like I guess like the Chris D'Elia's of the world or whatever, or Bert or people like that. I think if they like we're going to be there that same weekend, it would already be like they'd already be adding shows. It's whatever. It's fine. I'm just saying it's like the bummer of it more is the draw. You're like, oh my God, that's so much fucking lonesome driving for
yeah.
When I first said yes, I really had a belief in my head that someone was coming with me.
I mean, why doesn't DeRosa just come with you?
He said he's not ready to do it.
He's not ready to do what?
I think he just, I don't know. I think he just thinks the rule.
You guys already went to a house in the Catskills. I don't understand. Like, if you, I feel like there's like, I also feel like I'm trying to talk DeRosa into fucking, you know, where you're like, oh, we already kissed. What's kissing? Then we touch. We're touching.
A little fucking
it's a little bit in. But
I've never done that, but I would.
Yeah, it's good DeRosa drop. Yeah, I would think, because I understand exactly what you're saying. 12 hours in a car is a fucking lot to be by yourself. It's
twice in 4 days.
Twice. Yeah, that's heavy. That's why I would almost say it's worth it just to buy the flight, just to fly out, because now that we're getting shit like, you know, coronavirus might not be that contagious from asymptom people. There's like other reports. There's all this shit rolling out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Listen, I'm sure flying. I'm sure flying.
Nervous.
I'm sure flying would be fun. And I said from here on, I think I have like a West Palm thing that's going to happen in July that like I'm going to fly to. Obviously, I'm not doing 24-hour drives. I just kind of said I was driving. I'm leaving the day early. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm kind of like, if it makes sense in some way, like I'm fine to have the just by myself time.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, it's like to do that journey, and you're like, do we have? It's a pretty good Thursday. We got 12 people. You're like,
well, dude, I can only imagine a fucking flight now is going to be like a space shuttle launch, getting ready for it. In the way I'm going to have to fucking delouse and walk through the airport, and they're like, all right, now fasten your seatbelt as we approach the sky. And then I show up in St. Louis, which, by the way, never sold well in St. Louis. Never. The only sold out show I've ever had is because one of the morning show guys lost a dare and he had to do stand up. So the whole crowd was his fans.
The local radio guy. Well, St. Louis was the place. The only thing I did a show with Artie Lang there that was really good. Besides that, comedy club wise, that's the place I did. Remember D. Lee?
Yeah.
One of the original owners of the Laugh House. I told you he's the one that got us out there and then like stiffed us on money. And then kept making like shitty. He was like shitty about owing me the money. So I did the gig. I paid money to do the gig. Me and Dave Smith flew out there. Longtime fans know this story for sure. Of just like it was great. He went off the grid because he owed so many people money, and the club just went under.
Yeah.
And he and then when he reemerged as Christian comedian D. Lee. Remember that?
Right. Oh, dude, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah,
Nothing
came back and it's like, and by the way, it's comedy. I mean, this was just like a straight like, you know, like black circuit comedy club guy. You know what I mean? D. Lee. And it was fun. I'm not even taking a shot at his comedy. I'm sure it was atrocious, but like it was. I don't even remember it that much. Not that it was bad. He did fine. He was just like to come back as Christian comedian. You know, now it's like,
dude,
love y'all all the time. God is good, and God is good all the time.
The best strategy in the world is to just absolutely fuck someone over business wise, and then find God. There is not a better 1-2 punch than like, Oh man, you got foreclosed on? That's terrible. Let me tell you the good news. I have found the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because it really is. It's like when all the celebrities were getting caught like fucking or whatever, or drinking, or like when Mel Gibson was like crazy anti-Semitic, and then he's just like, I gotta go to rehab. I'm going to rehab. That's what religion is, the original rehab, where people are just like, I went to religion and I'm fine now. So that guy fucks you and Dave over, doesn't pay you, and then he comes back and he's like,
the best one ever. The best.
You can't find any forgiveness.
The best thing during that. Well, then all my fans started going at him, like pretty rough, which I was fine. And he wrote to me, he's like, "You call off the dogs." He goes, "You call off the dogs, like, and give me an address. I'll be happy to send you a money order for the money that you're owed." And I went, dude, it's just more fun to have them go on your religious page and just keep like, you're a fucking dumb cunt," and whatever shit, like just flood his religious thing with a bunch of shitty stuff. I have no problem bagging on this guy at all. Christine, please, by all means, bring up Christian comedian D. Lee stuff. And if you could find a side by side of his old stuff, it was like the stuff I remember was like hack. It was like, they got great nicknames in the hood, y'all. And it was but for some reason, go ahead.
I was going to say that he should have spun it even more with the negative comments in his section. If he's a Christian comedian, he should have been like, watch me forgive all these people. Watch me put my Christianity to the test.
Dude, yeah, the black nicknames joke. And he's like, it's one of those things, it's all delivery. But I remember I could have Kurt, if he was in the lines right now, he would remember this too. He goes, "Whose house?" He goes, "Who you going to meet?" He's like, "Craig." He goes, "Craig who?" "Black ass Craig." He goes, "Who's he hanging out with?" "Fat ass Tamika." But that's how it's like in the hood, you know. It's like the shittiest hack. Like,
so wait, have you seen his Christian stuff since he came back?
I think I took a peek on Instagram like years ago when he first wrote back, and he was Christian comedian D. Lee.
Dude, Christian,
he'd be happy to send me. Be happy to send me a fuck. By the way,
Jay, I know a solution to all our problems right now.
What's that?
If you're not selling tickets, I think it's time we go full Christian comedy.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Oh, you got them both? Okay, good. Let's get some old D. Lee. That's Spank bringing him on stage, yo, at the Laugh House. Spank is one of the Kevin Hart's Plastic Cup boys. Willie Horton. So funny. He goes by Spank. His real name's Will Horton, and that's also the name of the guy. Isn't that the guy? I forget what president, like, fucking, I think someone like pardoned him, and then he went out and just murdered somebody immediately. Really? Will Horton was like a famous like murder story. Yeah. Play a little D. Lee, some old school.
All the way from St. Louis. Hopefully, don't make some for D. Lee, y'all.
Pause it for a second. Pause it for a second. Dan, let's play a game. This is a fun one. This will be a fun game to do right now. Not even to finish the joke. I won't put you through that kind of stress. Unless you feel it, then you can jump out with that. Let's take the guess. Is he such a hack? Are the odds of this so hacky? This is 2007. Now, let's just say this is for sure years. I've been doing comedy now 8 years, 2007, okay? D. Lee, very early in the game. You know, this is the early Laugh House. It wasn't even like the anywhere near the Laugh House when I stopped going to the Laugh House. Like, he had a whole thing. They said he stole the safe or something, and
that's
down in the middle
badass.
of the night.
I know. You know what? I might be on D. Lee's side. If this guy's fucking lifting safes.
Yeah, dude, he took the safe. I mean, he was one of the owners, but I think he just like fucked the other owners and took off.
If you steal a safe, you are in it, and I fucking respect you.
Yeah, and then he opened the comedy club in St. Louis where he started doing morning. He's also a morning radio guy. But D. Lee, let me give credit where credit's due before I take the full shot, if you don't mind, Dan. For a second, D. Lee, in fairness, was a morning radio show DJ at Power 99, which was the big rap station in Philly. Is maybe still, and he was the reason that open mic. I told you the open mic we started at, me and Kurt, it was 250 some people sold out every single Thursday.
That's crazy.
And like a DJ.
Are they paying full price? Are they paying like tickets to get in?
$5 it was to get in.
That's fucking great though. $250
you were also
have a prop with
absolutely.
Cocktails.
And you were also going to see like in that open mic, you were going to see Philly's like best in the black circuit. You were going to see Michael Blackson. You know what I mean? Like for sure. Okay. Just Michael, I can't remember his last name now. I feel like a piece of shit. Really funny guy. Hispanic comic who's also a morning like radio DJ somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like they were just guys, you'd see guys they knew and they were excited to see them. So us doing an open mic was like, they were just there for the party. It was fucking great. But I hadn't been there. That's why it was packed, because of D. Lee ultimately doing that, having that radio connection. Started to fall off the place when he left, actually, weirdly enough. But his club in St. Louis was very nice, but he just fucked over people on money. But let's say I haven't seen this guy perform comedy at this point in, I'll just use the term years.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the game. Who wants to take money that in this set he does black ass Greg, fat ass Tamika?
It's a 5-minute set.
Mm-hmm. And we'll thumb through.
I don't know, man. Your confidence is telling me he's definitely doing it. I feel like that was his fucking big hitter. Was that his closer?
Nope. Wasn't even his.
Do you know his closer? You guessed the closer?
Nope. I don't even remember it all. Maybe when if I start to see it.
All right, well, let's see.
I bet I can finish most of his jokes. If I can finish most of his jokes, you can almost rest assured somewhere in the set is.
And to clarify,
Greg.
This man did reach out with money and an apology, and you said you would rather just fucking keep the bridge burned.
Dude, well, before we start sucking his fucking dick here, he fucked me over on the money. He goes, yeah, dude, I had a problem. He goes, someone broke in and stole my checkbook, so I have to get a whole new account.
It would have been better if he said someone broke in and stole my safe. He goes, sorry, man.
That would be great. But he said someone stole his checkbook, and then it was something else, and then he was like, I'm waiting on it. And then he was like, I didn't get it yet. And I'm talking about months. And I'm telling you,
he did to you what my dad did to me with birthday cards.
Yeah. It's in the mail. But then he did it was in the mail a few times. He couldn't believe I didn't get it, he would say. Sure. And then this was the one that was, also before I even left the gig, let's go back even further. He called me up my last day to have a speech with me about Touré, my friend Touré, to give me a speech about Touré just being so difficult to pay because he's not there to receive when the UPS guy. He was making it was a weird thing to just give me the speech about. I'm like, all right. Yeah. I'm like, well, I guess Touré was being a dick, huh, or whatever. Like he wasn't. And I didn't realize it was like a foretelling of what was about to get shoved up my ass. So he did that first and then did it and then would get
sorry to interrupt, but I have jokes and so I want to get jokes off, but that's like when a guy fucks a really hot girl and he's like, yeah, she's crazy or whatever, and you're like, nah, dude, that hot? Then that would be different with me. It'd be different with me. And then you wake up in a bed on fire and you're like, oh, this guy was so fucking right.
Like I nailed it.
Yeah. Shit, I should have listened.
Yeah, he gave me a good old juicy heads up. Yeah, it's when a girl tells you, her ex-boyfriend tells you she's crazy all the time, and you go, fuck that guy. You're not crazy.
When you meet a woman that her ex-boyfriend isn't jealous of you dating her, but in fact, forewarning, that is a big fucking tell that you're going to have a problem. And I remember even with other comedy club owners, like,
if he has a better you than me, if he has a better you than me, buddy.
Dude, I just remember, yeah, exactly. Like, have fun with that. But I remember Bobby Jewell at Side Splitters being like, why can't you guys sell tickets? You New York guys. And then he like shit on a couple comics. And then one of the comics, he shit on me. He shit on them to me. They went and worked the club. And then I asked them, they're like,
shit on you to them.
And I was like, you fucking scumbag. I fucking knew that shit.
That's so fucking funny. Side splits.
Yes. So you knew if this was coming because of Touré.
I didn't know it was coming, and then I was like, "Oh, I should have known it was coming." I guess that was the forewarning that he's gonna fuck me over money. But then it was all these like checkbook was stolen, then he didn't get it, then he wouldn't take calls. And then one time I called. This is why I think he's a scumbag.
Yeah,
because I called and he goes, and I don't. If you don't understand this, I'll explain it, but I think you'll just get it. I go, D, hey, it's Jay. I'm like, what's going on, dude? Like we're at months now. We're like 2-3 months into this. What's going on? He goes, man, I ain't got time for this shit right now, dude. He goes, my sister just died, man. I ain't got time to deal with this bullshit, man. And I went, shit, D, I didn't know that. Dude. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm not trying to bother you during this, man. Like my condolences to you and your family, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to I didn't know. How could I have known that? I'm sorry. And hung up. And then 2 seconds later, I mean, it was like someone punched me in the face as soon as I hung up that phone. I called him back and I go, wait a second, D, you fucking cocksucker. What the hell does that have to do with my money, man? Yeah. What is that? If that's even a real thing, dude, what is that? That's a scumbag thing to fucking put this on. That's
you know
crazy. What's one guy? That's insane.
Your rebound is much faster than mine. I think I would have never asked for that money again. If he could have called me and been like, my aunt has a cough, I'd be like, dude, I am so sorry.
Dude, the guy's such a dirtbag. You don't even know he's such a liar. You don't even know if his sister actually died. I mean, she may have died a month before that or something. But the point is,
or you call and she picks up. You call and she picks up. She's like, no, I'm his sister. You're like, what?
Even in your height of grief, you answer that phone for me, and I'm still in the process, by the way, of being like, hey, D, it's just been a while, man. Like, is it with any news on this money? To snap at me, whether it's being made up or not, is just like, dude, you are 100% wrong in this. I didn't do anything shitty. I called up pleasantly to be like, hey, any update on this thing, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why when he went off the radar and didn't pay all these people money, went off the grid, dude, no social media, nothing, and just popped up Christian comedian D. Lee.
I think I'm telling you guys, we'll do a group vote. I think we come out of this as a Christian show. I think we find our way to the light on Sirius 103. You know,
he's got a good sell. He has a good sell. We'll see.
Dude, think about this. We could all get Osteen money. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the drum? Dude, could you imagine the drum set you could buy, Jacob, with fucking religious leader money?
The churches always have the greatest drum sets.
Don't they though? Jacob, you want to bet me $10,000 that Black Ass Craig gets said?
Whiskey? Did we get it?
Sure did. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, dude. Churches have the best drum sets. It's just, God damn it. I love that.
Those church drummers groove, man.
They got, you know why?
The mega churches? Oh, man.
You know why, Jacob? It's because they got the Lord pumping through them. The Lord's the one keeping beat.
wiry black arms that are fantastic for drumming. That was all the sick ass drummers in my school had wiry arms. Wiry arms. It was so fluid looking.
Yeah, you got to be like Dave. Like Dave Grohl had that when he was young. He had like those long elbows.
Yeah, the guy from Godsmack who's unbelievable. Shannon Harkin, I think his name is.
Yeah,
he's another guy. It's like his arms were like just pipe cleaners, dude. They're crazy, but he wails, dude.
Clean this pipe.
But there are drummers that are just their bodies are designed for drumming.
Yeah, Tommy Lee looks like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe we didn't even use him as an example before. What's funny is watching him get fat and old and still drumming like Bill Ward and Sabbath was always funny. I'd lay heavy dough on Black Ass Craig.
You're too confident for me to make a bet. That's why I'm not making a bet. You walked in like
Black Lou. In Black Solidarity, do you want to take a bet and believe that he's a good enough comic and not say Black Ass Craig for the 1,000th time?
No, I'm with you.
See, that's what I mean, Jay. You got to get some juice in there. You can't fucking make immediately. We're all like, dude, he's gonna say that. He's definitely gonna say that.
I'm not trying to steal your money. I'm just seeing if anybody wants to feel a little pulse of the action.
No, man. You listen. I love action. I love hot action all the time. But you got to make me think I'm gonna win.
DJ Boo would take it for the action.
DJ Boo
he likes losing. It makes him fucking hard.
DJ Boo looks like he thinks odds are for pussies.
Yeah, straight up, me dog. Right now, Black Ass Craig.
Money line, put it on. Right now.
No.
One answer, yes or no.
No.
Play it, Christine.
No.
That no is fantastic. Thank you.
Hey, happy past Father's Day to all the fathers who are here right now. You know what I mean? To all the real fathers that are here right now. To the fathers that know the Social Security and the birthdays.
He's gonna sit this time?
Those are niggas I'm talking about. And you see the fellas looking around. What the fuck is he talking
Fake
about?
sits. Pop back up. It's all delivery shit. It was just confident. Black Club delivery worked for so much. There'd be 12 guys telling the same joke.
Well, you know what's funny, man, is the sit down, stand back up is actually like, and another thing. Another thing. That's that delivery of that's it's funny to see that. It's funny to watch comedy from like 2000 to 2010 because I don't think people were watching more of it as we are now. Like in 2020, you can just watch comedy on everything, on your phone, on the fucking internet, on your TV. And so you're starting to see a lot of like how quickly we noticed everyone doing the mic thing, the Chappelle mic thing.
Well, dude, Def Jam and the popularity of Def Jam in the 90s, like is really what like so it's actually like black style urban comedy, whatever fucking weird name you have to give it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's the style of comedy that is.
Yeah.
Like it's there's gonna be a lot of hack because it's like it was young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it was pretty young. I'm not saying black people doing comedy is young. I'm saying like where it was its own like the hip hop version of comedy. You know what I mean? Like breaking down modern hip hop songs and the jokes, like using like just
like everything else. Everything else in the history of things. Black people take it and put flavor in it, and then the white man sucks it out and fucking monetizes it.
And then it took a few years for white people to kind of catch up with like popular black culture.
Yeah.
To like where the guys didn't have to alter their thing. So hack developed in this very, very quickly.
But also,
so it's why a lot of guys tell me just fucking the stool, the whole thing. I did it.
But in also like Def Jam, like what you're saying, the Def Jam culture of the '90s and having those kind of hack things become regular had already just happened with the white comedy in the 80s, where everyone else, the 80s comedy boom, everyone was doing the same thing, whether it be the Impressionist, whether it be like the did you notice, like our hack was like, haven't you ever seen this and then seen this and been like, that's this, and everyone's like,
basic observational. Yeah,
like everyone was doing a version of Seinfeld. I saw Bill Burr at Caroline's one time and they fucking lowered the lights and he was like, angry Bill Burr making a point and he's like, fucking, I don't know, houseplants. He goes, that would have been a good observation before the fucking 80s when that fucking, where that cloud of observationalists came and noticed everything. And I was like, dude, it's so funny. What a funny, he called them locusts. It was like so funny to think about that. So yeah, of course that makes sense that in the
and now the real thing of comedy, it's like you have to tell your story. Where were the comics really telling their story? There wasn't a ton of comics telling their story on stage, their experiences. It was all, even like, even like to the Sam Kinnisons and stuff, a lot of times it wasn't a story, which is like his great joke about like religion in general.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like his story. You never heard like, oh, dude, Sam Kinnison's story about when he was a preacher and going to this place. No one even knows that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the bits. People knew the bits. Now you have to like give like a much more of yourself to connect with people. I think.
Yeah, you got to net everything.
You better get raped if you want to be funny in this town.
I was 7 years old. You ever noticed that dating is hard? You know what else is hard? Being raped in your teenage years. And you're like, oh man, this guy fucking.
Hey, what's funny? Clowns, getting tickled.
Yeah.
What's funny? Rape!
You're like, oh my God. Dude, that's so funny that every comedian's like, dude, you got to rape me. We're just raping each other to have the story.
Yeah, dude, do me a favor. Just go down and just fucking pound me out, dude. I mean talking about I'm like forearm in the back of the neck. Do not be nice about it. I'm sturdy. I'll be okay.
me and Vecchione talking about it. He's like, do you want me to come through the window? Or I go, no. Get me in the dark. Just get me in the dark.
Like do it with threats. Like don't like just tell me what you will do if I fight back, and then
I would recommend trouble. I would recommend forearm to the back of my neck, whisper mean things, because then I can do bits about that. But I'm just saying where I want to lead it.
Yeah, I have promises that if you ever tell, like I won't forget, I will find you and kill you.
You guys see me at the club. And I'm frustrated. You're like, Dan, what's going on? It's like, well, Vecchione raped me 6 months ago, and I can't return the favor. He's unrapeable. That wrestling background, every time I shoot at his legs, he sprawls. He's got incredible sprawl and brawl.
I'll tell you what, I took 2 hands and tried to open his butt crack, and I couldn't.
I go, and you know what, Jay? I'm not going to lie. This makes me feel like less of a man telling you this. I can't get hard. I don't know what it is. I feel the pressure. I try to fuck him. I try to fuck him in his butt. And
he's my roommate. I don't want to look at the guy and tell him he doesn't do it for me. But I mean, what do I do? I mean, I'm showing him. I'm showing him that he doesn't do it for me.
You know how hard of a 2-part apology it is to say, I'm sorry I couldn't rape you, and I'm sorry I don't find you sexually desirable.
I'm sorry I can't rape you because I can't work one up. Yeah. I can finger you if you want.
He goes,
Soder fingered me.
Yeah, and they go, boo. That's his premise. Boo. Digital rape isn't rape.
Digital rape isn't rape. Now there's a rally for that. Yeah. Black ass Craig, Christine, please.
Please, as we were.
Really quick, I do have to show you out of the 5 comments. You got
I wonder if he paid Big Chair 9 months ago. That's so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
She's my baby girl. You only get one. You only get one. Boys II Men came out with a song. Mama, you know I love you, mama. Fellas, we didn't get shit. We get no fucking songs. Well, we got one song. Who that is? That's just my baby.
Dude, that is so funny to see the structural styling of exactly where that is, where they're like, they got this other song called this, and it's like example.
Buddy, I don't even think he has this joke, but it was 1,000 times like Destiny's Child talking about, can you pay my bills? Bills, can you pay my bitch? What you doing for me? It's always
Well, it's weird to know that's all kind of a weird mutation of what have you done for me lately bit, the Eddie Murphy bit, where it's like he's like, all these women in the 80s getting empowered. He's like, what have you done for me lately? Yeah, it's like you see that and you're like, oh man, that just carries on. Just in the way like I'll watch like some of those young comedian specials on HBO, and you see like Dave Attell, and you're like, Dave Attell's not doing Dave Attell, but then he slips into Dave Attell, and he's doing Dave Attell, and you're like, oh dude, that carries on and mutates into such an awesome thing. I love seeing that in comedy. Like even Louis C.K., when you watch his young comedian special, he's like. He's like more artistic and weird. Like the jokes are there.
Watch David Spade's young comedian special. Chappelle and Aspen.
Yeah, Chappelle, Patton Oswalt. You see like all these guys, and you're like, oh man,
young Andy Kindler on the young comedian special.
Dude, Kindler. Yeah, dude. Yeah, sorry.
And it's great. It's cool. It's so funny, and then you see the development for sure. Oh yes, Black Ass Craig, please, Mr. Craig. Dude, how many black comics did like jokes with "I believe I can fly" in it? I mean, it was just like everything was. I said I had the $1,000,000 march joke. There was a zillion jokes that had $1,000,000 Man March references.
It's so fun. I still always loved the story that Kurt Metzger's name at the Laugh House was "Bringing Back Kurt."
Bringing back Kurt. We're gonna everyone now. Come on, don't just boom because he's white and wearing a hypercolor shirt. Come on, you gotta give him a chance to be funny. We're gonna bring him back, everybody. Bring him back one more time, everybody. Kurt.
By the way, Kurt is a.
And when they would carry, I'm sorry, Dan. Say it.
I was gonna say Kurt's a dish that you have to ingest to enjoy. You don't look at Kurt immediately and like, yeah, this guy's gonna take me where I need to go.
Now, young Kurt especially was like jittery. You know what I mean? So now you see a guy with those bug eyes, crazy coming at you.
He's younger, confident,
tall. No, it was not.
No, I'm saying now he's confident.
Oh, now he's confident. Yeah. This is jittery and nervous Kurt. So he would go up there, and I told you, I think I've said this in the show before, but it's one of my favorite things. Is that when they would just bail on Kurt's name, and they would just make the first name go as long. I would say it's like the number 12 on Sesame Street.
Yeah,
they would just go clap it up and make some noise for Kurt. They would have his name take up the place of as much room as it could to take the place of where a last name should be.
Kurt. I'm gonna start doing that when I forget people's names, their last names. I'm like, Mike. What a good guy.
Yeah. So I want you to clap it up right now and show your love for Mike.
Mike. Yeah, dude. All right, let's get. We can find this. Black Craig. Please.
If we get Black Ass Craig, if we could. Please.
I got two. I don't play it. I'm 37 now. If I come over to your house and ask me how you use your bathroom, don't assume I'm taking a piss. I might just be taking a shit. And if you don't have any toilet paper, that is not my problem. I'll use your washcloth. But I will rinse it out and hang it right back.
Damn.
Got him.
Well, now, you figure, man, as you get older, you should be able to say certain things. You know what I mean? I think if your house is fucked up, let me know. If your house is fucked up. We all got problems. Fuck it. Don't let me find out. I just got to show up. If you got roaches, say, D, hey, we got a little infestation problem. You ever do that? You look at the microwave clock, you're like, hey, all right, 1 minute it say 7:13. You turn around, get some juice, that shit say 7:11. You're like, what the fuck? Niggas going knock on the microwave clock. Oh, these niggas got circus roaches. Look, they moving. You call everybody in the kitchen. Come here, look at this shit. Watch this. Do a 7.
He's not murdering. This is his trailer.
It's got to be in here because if it's the trailer.
You got the little nasty ass pissy pillows. You can't even go to sleep. You always.
Keep going.
Water downstairs.
God, I want to see your set so bad from this. I want to see the fucking Laugh House J so bad.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. You can skip ahead like substantially, Christine. Let's just see if he's on the subject where Black Ass Craig's gonna come.
I'm gonna feel bad if I didn't take his bet.
What's happening here?
Oh man, we didn't get it. I should have bet you. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
Wouldn't it be funny if we go to the Christian comic dealer and he goes, "Wow, people always got nicknames in the hood."
he goes, what? He goes, Corinthians had their different nicknames.
Christian comic dealer.
Look at this.
Comments turned off, dude.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because I'm telling you, my fans probably just lit his fucking world up. And you'll see, he really is like, Jesus. Oh, look at that fucking sick ass drum set, Jacob, at the church. This is definitely a church he's performing at.
I'm telling you, get the best equipment.
Dude, God gives his band. Dude, God wants to hear the sickest licks.
God can't have his boys playing fucking weak skins.
Oh no, my children! I need to send you to a guitar center and get a real kit.
I'm Jesus, and I got you a sponsorship from Ludwig for all of your hardware.
Yeah.
I'll sometimes watch a church show on, the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Just to look at the drum sets.
I get it. I watch it for the Lord, but it's cool you watch it.
Damn, Jacob. It's so fucked up.
It's a nice kit.
Honestly, though, if you ever are like super bored and stoned and alone, watch a Joel Osteen set. Guy's got fucking chops. Guy's got like that kind of confidence to be on top and be like just smiling the whole time while you're lying. He goes, I talked to God and he loves you. He told me he loves you.
He does that kind of is he that kind of guy?
Yeah, he goes, he told me that everything gonna be all right. Because God wants it to be all right. Because God wants you to be all right. Give me your money. Suck my dick. Give me your money. Dude, I'm telling you, man, when we were in the lobby, Jay and I walked into Sirius a couple years ago, and Joel Osteen was in the lobby with what I said this on the show that day, but it was true. The most strapped motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. He had Schwarzenegger's Predator crew with him just to go to fucking Syria. Billy mercenaries. He goes, this shit, in the elevator up, someone offered me a dip, and he goes, this shit'll make you a sexual Tyrannosaurus. yeah, dude, what he ordained for you, and he's got that like fucking pulled back light, face. And then when Houston flooded and all these poor people didn't have a place to go, he's like, sorry, the church is closed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big ass church closed.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. Looks like the UN. If you told me that's where the UN met, I would be like, that's appropriate.
You know how many wet people you could have fit in those fucking steps?
Dude, on those stairs alone, head to foot, you would have got no one sick.
Who wants to take a bet right now that Joel Osteen says Black Ass Craig in this set?
They got different nicknames. Like Black Ass Craig.
Going to Craig's house. Craig who? Black Ass Craig.
Where I talked about unsaved John.
I always want you to see if you find Dealey's nickname joke by that. But I'll go back to Christian.
Hold on. I just want to show you guys a little. Sure. Get a little bit of that Osteen smoke.
It's still dark outside. Looks the same as it did at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock. There's no sign that something has changed. But when the clock strikes midnight, in that 1 second, when nothing looks any different, it goes from PM to AM.
I'll tell you why he's good. This is empty right now, right? He's doing this because of COVID. Look at it's from June 8th.
Yeah.
So like it's probably empty for COVID. That's usually, I guess, a packed house. He knows how to play right to the camera. He works that camera good.
Honestly, it's the same way where you see comedians do Zoom shows and you're like, oh, you're a full-on sociopath. You don't need the crowd there. You're not connecting to an audience. Where they're just like, this is my joke. It goes like this and it goes like that. And you're like,
timing would be exactly like this if there was an audience here.
Yeah, you're like, dude, it's robotic, which is creepier. That's fucking creepier.
It does not require rhythm of cadence at all.
I just love taking your money even if you're not in the room. I'm just going to come into your house and while you're asleep. Because I'm going over, Black Ass Craig.
Well, who's he live with? Fat ass Tamika.
Yeah, let's see. All right, let's go back to Joel Osteen. I just wanted to show that because
Man, he's got fucking bonkers face.
His timing was incredible.
You're not wrong, Feld Dog. You're not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Is he about to do this standing on the stool thing a bunch?
Please bring that to the Christian circuit.
But ugly people are the most friendliest people in the world.
Most friendliest.
They are the most friendly they are. You show up at work with ugly people there, they greet you. You don't even know it. Good morning. Oh.
He's doing like bad.
Look at my baby. Ooh.
Pimpin' is pimpin', and the Lord is hard. You know what I'm saying, pimpin'. You ever go up and see Jesus, and he's looking ugly?
He's doing like safe Cat Williams.
Dude, even without volume, it looks like every joke he has starts with, woo!
Ooh, it's hot in here. He dresses the same way I dress for my 8th grade dance.
Christine, just put it up a little bit. You don't have to crank it when you keep turning it off completely.
He's killing though.
Jim was trying to show her he was getting lost. He started becoming white. He was like, now wait a minute, Pastor Paula. You disgraceful.
Here's why he's brilliant. He's a complete joke thief, like fucking hack. And why this is a great thing for him to jump into this world. It's Shonda Pierce. Dude, Shonda Pierce.
Yeah.
Is not a good comedian.
No.
In what it is she does. She's just the person doing it.
Wait, have we had any Chandra updates?
Oh, she has to have
tweeted at us or something that there was some new Chandra Pierce stuff, and that's, I mean, come on.
I mean, what's the concept of that joke? Man, when you see somebody good looking, you're all like, yeah. And you see somebody ugly, you'd be like, oh, what?
Yeah, dude. That's exactly it. Which is
in comedy, generally speaking, blows.
The fact that we'll look back to like 2012 through 2025 is like, you need to listen to the voice of the comedians. It's like, no, you don't. We're all using this observations packaged differently.
Black ass Craig. I'm gonna steal his black ass Craig joke. Start doing it. Hey, you ever notice when you go to the hood, everybody got nicknames?
It'd be funny if you do that and it just goes viral. Everyone's like, have you seen Jay's new joke?
Oh my god, you black ass Craig. He goes, the merch alone's gonna move millions a year.
He goes, dude, black ass Craig. He bought himself his vanity plate on his Ferrari is BLK Craig. BLK Craig.
I want to be in a long-term legal battle with D. Lee over the joke rights.
Yeah.
No. You never paid me, dude, so I just took the joke. I paid you $3,600 for that joke.
You can't take that from me.
Now, get out of here. I have lunch with Black Ass Craig.
Oh, there it is. It is.
What are you doing? Where are you guys going for lunch? We're going for a barbecue at Fat Ass Tamika's.
Dude, so fucking funny. If you find this bit, please bring it back. That being said, let's take our first break of the show. Dude, I can't believe that it's already...
Should we come up with a Shonda update if there is one?
Let's look for a Shonda update on the break, and then let's get ready to talk Red Dog. I don't know if the crew watched. I don't know.
Who did watch so far?
Black Lou, did you watch Red Dog? All right. So Jacob, Black Lou, and Becky have not watched it, but Lou Witzke has, which, you know what? I'm not going to lie, warms my heart, because I feel like Jay, Witzke, and I would be the 3 guys on the show that would grow up with the Red Dog.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I totally loved it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's come back and talk about it. Yeah, it's just a family show. It's just a family affair today here on the corner.
It's a family affair. I don't know any words.
Dealing, dude. We're songstresses now. Welcome to the bonfire.
Be right in the house.
making some 6th and Jump t-shirts. You know.
Yeah.
You know what happens when a show can make shirts and sell them? Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I don't know if you saw, but a couple of the campers have made some really fantastic shirts that are available now. Also, there is a Bonfire. I think Pace made the comedy improv troupe. Our improv is so hot. What does it say? It's like improv so hot it's flaming.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Bonfire thing, and then another It's Lit shirt. And I'm like, by the way, I'm all for everybody. Get your merch and enjoy it. But I mean, like, got his 30,000 ideas for merch, and
yeah, I'm still stuck on.
Yeah, Compig still there.
I still want to do the Kansas City Wisps.
Come in, me, bro. Yeah, can't say all of it. I mean, like, there's.
Dude,
so
I would love to do a Chet. I would love to do a Chet Hanks shirt, like a No Limit album cover.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like those old No Limit, how the like the gaudy graphics and everything.
Words real huge and diamonds.
Yeah, and then like Chet Hayes stretch it out.
Yeah, you're in front of a fucking like platinum car
or a gold tank. Hold on, I'm gonna put up stuff against the door so I can yell in my room when I want to be emo.
Dan's haircut.
What's weird about doing a podcast at the same time as your girlfriend who's doing a podcast is sometimes your voice bleeds into their podcast when you're yelling crazy shit. So you have to fucking fortify the door.
You guys made the tabloids again, dude.
Dude, it's seriously
about your haircut.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb that they have nothing. There's so much that they can write about. The fact that my girlfriend gave me a haircut and tweeted a compliment about it. By the way, she was really funny about it. because she cut my hair.
I think it's just a funny thing. It's like, and then below that, it's something else. It's like, whatever. Khloe Kardashian gaining some weight again. It's like right below. It's like sandwiched in by shit like that.
But the fact that they're talking about 2 zeros, like Katie is on ESPN. There's like stuff there, but like to bring me into it, I feel like
dude, you're on Billions 9 p.m. on Showtime on Sunday.
One episode left. Is this coming out this week, Christine? No, this is coming out next week, right?
No, this is coming out tomorrow.
Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, the last episode is this Sunday. It's as they're calling it, the mid-season finale. AKA, we couldn't film anymore.
Hell yeah! But then the world's coming back, buddy.
Dude, what's funny is, oh yeah, I tell you totally random, but what if Mafis spent the second half of the season getting really into hats?
A lot of different hats.
A lot of people are talking about what a great arc this would be for the character. Some people were tweeting back at her like pictures with Photoshop me wearing like small hats. I thought it was really funny.
Is that all your wolf right there on the ground?
Yeah, dude. One guy wrote, "You shaved your legs," and I thought that was really funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah, dude. She was so nervous. Christine, you've never cut Jay's hair, right?
I did when it was long, and I trimmed up the back. But
it's nerve-wracking. I didn't realize how nerve-wracking it was.
I wouldn't do it when he made the decision that he wanted to go from long to short. I for sure was like, I'd not do it. I was like, go get that done by somebody who does this regularly.
Now, even until they open the salons, my hair is just going to keep growing. I'd rather butter knife my hair in the dark than sit there and trust that Christine's going to nail it.
Yeah, well, it became a thing where Katie was like, I'm the one who has to look at you, and she's like, you look crazy. You look like a crazy person. And then they cut it. She cut it and was nervous, and I was like, "No, you just made me, look like an alt-right soldier." So
yeah, so what, dude? Let's see. You wake up in the morning, you pull up your suspenders, you place a cigarette there on the windowsill without touching it, grab your gun, fucking pick off a Jew.
It looks like I put on. It looks like
back in your mouth.
It looks like I put on odd, old German songs.
I do love the picture of you wearing suspenders and a tank like a wife beater, dude. With that haircut, you'd send the wrong message.
Yeah, you're sending the wrong vibes with that whole look. Did we find the Chandra Pierce? We find anything new on our girl?
I got a gun.
I'll tell you that when I watched the beginning of that special from a while back, she said something about like the president not having a birth certificate about Obama.
Dude, that's crazy. She's a birth. Of course, she's a birther.
Yeah. And then she goes, I can see some of the Democrats in the audience going, "Is this what it's going to be like all night?" Yes, it is. And then she goes, "So I was looking at my birth certificate at my mom's house or the president's. Look, I'm just saying, I don't know if you don't have a birth certificate, how you can get a job, but how you can get the job president. But that's all I'll say." And you're like, well, I've never heard the flip side of just being like a comedian being like anti liberal that vocally. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it exists. I'm saying it was weird to see.
But you're saying with the flippance of someone that in like a New York comedy club would be like, what? You fucking think that gay is a disease? Like she says it, where she's like, well, I pray for them, but we all know they're touched by the devil.
Exactly. Like, what do you Democrats probably want to kill babies too, don't you?
Well, that's why I love that Louis C.K. bit from 2017, the special 2017, where he's like, yeah, these people think we're murdering babies. He's like, that would be, if you thought that, you would go crazy. Like, these people are murdering babies? I love that fucking bit. God damn, dude, that special fucking slaps. When you go watch right before Louis got fucking canceled, that guy was throwing high heat. He was just like, every bit was like, smack, smack. And then he's like...
I think DeRose was trying to recall that bit the other day because we were talking about that very same thing. It's perspective. Everyone's like so angry at a thing all the time. And I'm like, there's just such a lack of perspective. And I was like, I'm pro-choice for sure. But I also understand that someone who's pro-life like thinks they're stopping you from killing babies.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, it's a great joke that goes like that.
Yeah, the way that he phrases that is it's so perfect. He also did. I'm not 100% sure it's on the special, but I remember it being on the special. The 9/11 deniers bit where he's like, "Yeah, I was listening to NPR with my daughters, and they're like, there's people that don't think the number 11 exists. There's 9 of them." He's like, yeah, there's 9/11 deniers. Or they're like, it goes 9, 10, 12. Everyone knows that. He's like, what a fringe group. It's so funny. I heard him doing it at the Cellar, and I fucking lost it. And then when it was on the special, I was like, dude, it's so funny. Just that 9/11. And he's like, Louis the king of like getting those jokes, like where he has just like such a funny take so quickly that you're like, he got banned from the Cellar for doing that joke of, what kind of person you are with how far after 9/11 did you jerk off? And he's like, for me, it was in between the buildings falling. And you're like, and then Manny told him he couldn't work there. Like he kicked him out for a little bit. Yeah, dude. Louis talked about that in an interview, that he got fucking banned from the Cellar for making that joke. It was the way. Bobby told me that Patrice got kicked out of the Cellar for making fun of Manny's teeth.
Dude, comedy blows.
Yeah, he said, but like it always has. You know what I mean? Like if the gods are going through it, then it's like you get to us and we're like, yeah, well, of course there's shit. Of course there will still be stepping in shit.
Hell yeah. Did you find the stuff, Christine?
Do you want me to just pull up at that special? Because I thought you guys were asking if there's anything new. There's an update here from her. I haven't found like a new special.
What we have up here right now is asking you to join a WebEx meeting.
That I think we're currently in.
What? Oh, that's not what my screen says. Hang on, let me get this figured out. Because I have Sean Pierce on my screen.
Dude, how funny would it be if it was a fucking Word doc and it's a letter confronting you and she accidentally brings it up? Dear Jay, now is the time. I have to say this.
I will not stand with your tyranny and your oppression any longer.
Sometimes I want to watch the Kardashians in the living room and I have to watch them in the bedroom. And I don't like that about you.
Are you guys seeing my screen now?
Yes.
What? Chandra Pierce live in concert.
Upcoming shows. I bet she didn't miss a beat.
I bet she definitely thinks all life matters. she is one. I would go as far as to say she's Blue Lives Matter. She's probably like,
I don't understand. Everything's been perfect.
I love this man. She likes Huckabee.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see my screen. I thought you just weren't going to it.
By the way, Huckabee, you see Huckabee's statement?
Huckabee's being crazy to be crazy now.
Get over his personality. It's him or Biden. Like, get over Trump's personality and just vote him in again. Oh man,
he looks like evil Jim Kelly.
Dude, how could you?
He looks like if Jim Kelly was like, "Fuck you." Really does, yeah. Like, no, you can't do that. It's your guy. He's like, I fucking hate Bruce Smith and Andre Reed, and you're like, no.
Is whatchamacallit going to be? November is going to be fucking. It's going to make the last 2 months look like a cakewalk. I think,
dude. Let me tell you,
if he wins again in New York.
Let me tell you right now.
In New York, it's going to be crazy.
They are building up November 2020 to WrestleMania 3 perspective. Like, it's like they have it so big now. It's like, honestly, I mean, I said this in my special, but it's true. It's like politics is wrestling. Like, they're just building it up. You know what I mean? And they use people's lives and well-beings as the storyline where they're like, let me tell you something, brother. I'm not going to defund the police. I'm going to make the police a bunch of Hulkamaniacs. And everyone's like, ah! It's like, it's just constantly cutting promos. Is this her home message?
Yes.
I can't tour because Jew scientists say that coronavirus is on everything.
Black people are in the streets.
And I just don't feel safe.
Doesn't she have a black granddaughter?
Something like that. She just like steal a kid and her mom or something. Her daughter doesn't like her.
All right, let's see the video.
So I got this little thing in the email.
I honestly do that fake voice, and I'm like, man, that's hammy. And then she talks, and I'm like, I kind of fucking nailed it.
I don't see a volume control on this box.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's cool. I like my ears to bleed.
It's probably backwards to you, isn't it? Is it backwards? Anyway, go on my Facebook page and see it.
This house is clear.
Her house is beautiful. I
put a piano in the kitchen just because. Sometimes I like to have eggs and just noodle on the keys.
Tickle the ivories.
I don't ever play the black keys, just the white keys. I think Mike Huckabee makes a lot of good points.
scheduled, and then a few added here and there because they like to try to kill me. But all that to say, they've all been rescheduled. So if you have tickets, and thank you very much if you do, all you have to do is just show up with your ticket. You don't even have to print a new one. But if you would like a refund, and I certainly understand that, but I hope to see you there, go to wherever you got your ticket, the website or whatever website you.
She talks like one of those kids with the disease that makes you really old. Progeria, you know what I mean? Where she's like,
my name is Abby. I'm 8 years old and I have progeria. My fingernails started falling off last week. I got grays in my temples. I look like a thumb that was left in a bathtub. I look like when you're soaking your hands.
A wet thumb, a prune thumb.
I'm prune thumb.
Dude, honestly, I know this is kind of fucked up, but if you have a kid with progeria, are you kind of like, well, limited time offer, get that money back?
Yeah, it gets just like, it's like gonna die soon. So
yeah, it's like kind of like, hey, it's like
a lot of people have to go. I think it's like, now I got to raise this thing for 18 years. You're like, no, not this thing.
7 or 8, dude. This
handful. And I'll tell you what, if you fill this thing with enough confidence, you could probably get some freak working movies.
Yeah,
you could pocket a couple of bucks.
I got a guy in the biz that I know that says they're rebooting Dr. Moreau. So I don't
throw a heavy life insurance policy on this fucking thing and let's roll, dog.
Yeah. Man, you gotta look at it like this. This thing's got the lifespan of a big Saint Bernard.
And they go, hey, he goes, how's Tommy? He goes, still alive. And they go, how old is he? And you go, fucking 16.
Dude,
you're angry? Fucking 16. They told me 9, 10 tops.
I go, it's on me for not budgeting correctly, but I didn't think this kid was going to see 10th grade.
And here I am. He's in private school because he makes the money.
Wants to play hockey. I told him that's a suicide mission, but he's got a strong head like his mom.
And he won't play a fucking a giant ferret in this new horror movie. He refuses. He said he has dignity.
I don't know where this kid got a chip in his shoulder, but he won't even be in my haunted houses anymore on Halloween.
Yeah. He says he won't go on the road with me to be the top half of the person I cut in half anymore.
Yeah. And you know how I go? You know how I go down to those orphanages and play Santa and weird elves? He won't even be an elf anymore. I mean, what the fuck?
He doesn't like Warwick Davis because he won't team up for Leprechaun twins.
He goes, honestly, we got approached for a role in the new Willow movie. The guy didn't even bat an eye. This guy's got
Kilmer signed his name on the line already. I got everybody involved.
Kevin Pollak, all the big ones back. This kid won't even sign.
Oh, shit. If your progeria kid won't play ball and he lives too long. That's so fucked up and hilarious. He goes, son of a bitch looks like he's gonna make 18 against all odds. And here I am, empty pockets, living in the same shit house.
You are gonna shit when I tell you this. The kid, he's driving. I don't even know if I feel comfortable. He gets into a fender bender, and it's gonna be like they splashed applesauce on the back of that windshield.
Is he at least raising funds for research in his medical problem? No. He's just a dude, average in every way.
He's been raw dogging off the meds since 13, and honestly, this kid's walking around like he doesn't even have anything. He's getting chippy. I might have to fight my son, my progeria son.
He's got a will to live. I keep going in and telling him he's never going to get laid. I keep going in and telling him he's going to be nothing. Everyone thinks he's weird looking, and then I just walk out and leave an open bottle of sleeping pills. Yeah. Wake up, same amount of pills as I left. Unreal, this
same
kid.
Pills. Unreal. This kid's got some fortitude. Let's watch the end of her message. Oh, you're going to her. You're getting her hot takes on social media, huh, Christine?
Get your refunds from the place. She goes, you just walk right in.
But I hope to see you. And all these shows are rescheduled, okay? So get online and find out what show is coming to you.
I bet she's driving 12 hours to her gig in a fucking tour bus. Break my heart. Show me her tour dates.
See the tour dates. Click on them.
That was really a lot of work for you were on the thing that said tour dates. Let's see.
I have a feeling it's going to be like secondary markets in like Missouri. Dude, I was wrong. Lawton, Oklahoma, Monroe, Louisiana, Lynchburg, Virginia. Dude, she's on the N-word tour. It's like where they still say the N-word openly. Like not even protests. Dude, look at this. Every single place on this, you're like, yep. Oh, dude, Timonium. She's in Timonium, Maryland. Maybe she's going to do a guest spot at Magoob's.
But also many, I don't know if you see this, at the Baptist Church of God.
I'm just looking at the cities. It's like Chesapeake, Virginia, Henderson, North Carolina.
Which was MSG, like in the middle of all that. Whoa!
O2 Arena.
The Brits love my shit.
How much does she charge for tickets?
More than we can. I don't know. I bet it's rich. I bet it's thick.
Yeah.
$56
I wonder
a
if
ticket.
there's a VIP package.
26 to 55.
I wasn't wrong, but that's still pretty fucking. 26 ain't bad. 26 is not bad.
Wait. Go back to that picture that we were just on.
Oh, you mean her opener?
One page. Yeah. Now we gotta do a little dig and see what this guy's about real quick.
Is it different openers every city?
This guy's ready.
Bonehampton. Dude, what if he's like full Def Jam? He just comes out there and he's like, this white bitch over here.
You know, a bitch told me she got a period. I go, really? I'll tell you, when they got a period, your big ass mouth. Now suck up on my shit. DJ, hit that shit.
You know me, I gotta let the bones soak. Hit that shit.
All right, Richmond, Kentucky, y'all just got boned.
Yeah, dude, I would love to have the name Bone. You guys ready for some boning?
Now, y'all ready for the reason you came here tonight? Make some noise for Chanda. Fat ass Tamika Pierce.
Oh my God, he does the bit.
Please show me some Bonehampton comedy. Dude, Bonehampton.
Bonehampton's a great name.
Damn, I wish we thought to call Black Lou Bone something. Bone Johnson.
I'll go by Bone. Can I go by Bone? Can I be Bone Soder?
I mean, Bone Johnson just sounds like you're saying Dick.
Yeah.
It sounds like, Bone D. Johnson. Boned Johnson. That means hard dick. That was for you, Jacob.
That was for you. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to Red Dog here.
Oh, I know. I
feel like it's talking about it.
It's a whole show, but let's give it.
No,
we get a taste of Bonehampton.
Hang on 1 second, I got it.
Are you okay, Dan? Getting a taste of Bone?
I'm fine getting a little taste of Bone.
Just a little lick, on the side of Bonehampton.
Feel the bone.
You guys want to just get stoned and sink into some bone tonight?
You guys want to feel the bone? Feel.
The next show,
feel the bone.
Thugs Johnson is opening for, and then Harmony Watkins. That's the three.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Shut the fuck up.
Hello. Welcome to America's Got Talent.
Yeah, we had to have seen him.
Yeah, you guys watch this show, right?
Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, buddy, it's back, and it's back in a big way. There's some new people I love already. There's a chubby. I don't want to say chubby. I mean, that's mean. She's a kid. She's just she has a kid's body. She's 10 years old. Another one, and just like the most adorable goddamn thing you've ever seen in your life. She cries. She's so excited about everything, and she just sings unreal. Again, I am once again gonna get called a pedophile for 3 months while I root on this child. Just for the record, I don't find her hot.
I find her approachable. There's a difference.
I don't find her hot. I just think she's someone I like to spend some time with.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, you try going the fucking side door of pedophilia. You go, I don't know, have a good vibe. Why don't you guys fucking leave it alone?
All I'm saying is, if her parents are listening, let her take like a road trip with me or something. I swear to God, I'll be totally cool.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
It's my Uncle Charles, y'all.
Sorry about that.
It's like him. It's them cutting him.
Dude, I bet Chandra pays fucking well on the road.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's just a guy fucking making it in comedy. I almost am like, dude, good for you. If you could find a good paying gig like that,
listen,
still do stand up and then go make fucking 10K a night working for Chandra.
Nate can perform in churches. Nate has the ability with what he does to perform in churches for sure.
Oh, dude, I would love to see Nate do a set with a big stained glass piece behind him where he goes, and then I go to the parking lot and I realize I've been saved the whole time.
But I'm telling you, but even a Sean, and you can say, he's your friend of both of us. I could say unequivocally, when you see a Shonda Pierce and her level of success within that realm right there, it shows you what a unique bird Nate Bargatze is.
Yeah.
Because I think he could murder at 2:00 in the morning to a crowd that doesn't know who he is. He's that good, you know what I mean? Like that's like that just heard dirty comedy or whatever kind of, like edgy or shit. He's fucking that good, man. Like that.
Dude, yeah, he can go.
Pierce is just horrible what she's doing.
Is Nate can kill at Skankfest and then go bury Chandra Pierce at a church.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like
he would expose. Yeah, you're right. And what he would do, he would expose her. That's how I used to try to expose the wiggers in black comedy clubs when I would like. Here's the thing: I really had no place because I was dressing the part for sure. But like, I just never talked the talk like that much. So like, I was always like, it would if I would do well without doing that. When a white comic out there and be like, "Sup, y'all? It's fine ass sisters out here." Everyone's like, "Get the fuck up." Like that's not how I probably talk.
Yeah, and then he gets off stage. He's like, "That was a good set. That was a pretty good set."
Yeah, I did pretty well back there.
He has the stereotypical jam white guy voice. This is funny to think that where he gets off stage and he goes, "Gee, guys, that was a lot of fun." And you go, "That's how you really talk? You really talk?"
Jiminy Christmas, this crowd's hot. Is that Bone Hampton? Oh, I thought that was Sam J.
No, Bone Hampton.
Same haircut.
Special out.
Listen, Bone Hampton might be hilarious.
I'm fat and I'm broke, which means I need to join the gym, but I can't afford to. So what I have to do is walk around my neighborhood to get my exercise. So I need to talk to all you dog lovers. Stop walking your dogs with no leash, because I'm scared. And I'm tired of you looking at me like something wrong with me when I'm trying to verbally protect myself. Get your dog! Get your dog! You better get your dog!
A bunch of white church ladies are going to adore him. And it's going to make them feel so good about calling the cops on a little black girl trying to sell lemonade or something. Because they're going to be like, he was just so funny.
They start crediting him as being their black friend.
Oh yeah,
that's how they do it. They go, I was at a comedy show and I saw. I don't know why I'm doing Chandra Pierce.
Have you heard about Hampton? Have you even heard of him? Well, get in the know, girl.
Dude, there's a crazy. I found a thread on Twitter last night because I was stoned on the couch of just black people fucking up white people saying the N-word. It's like this weird. I gotta find who retweeted it, but then it just starts going into videos of like crazy fights. Like crazy, like different ones. Dude, there's this one of this Southern, it's these 3 Southern white dudes, and it's like a teenager and his stepdad, and his stepdad is like, well, he's gonna go hang with his, and then sends he's like, his N-word friends, he's gonna go hang out with them, and the stepson he's like a teenager, just starts walloping him in the jaw and knocks him out, and he does the slide off the car where he's knocked out.
Great.
And then it was crazy, but they had a bunch of, those Karen videos. And there's this one lady in Arizona who's just like, what? I said it. She's just like standing in the pocket. She's like, I said back to your country. And the woman was like, I was born in the United States. And she's like, no, you know which one I'm talking about, Black Lou? It's in the gas station with the lady with the sunglasses. And then she gets
the Native American lady too.
Yes. Yeah. She's the Native American lady. She goes, go back to your country. She's like, I'm fucking from here. I'm from the United States. And the lady's like, I'm sure you are. And then she gets slapped in the face and she's like, oh. This made me think of that.
Yeah, dude, I fucking, those videos are so great. I tell you 2 things people don't realize. I think is maybe it's safe for us to say here as a PSA, and I'll never understand it with all the videos I watch. Don't drop an aggressive N-bomb to a black person, or call a guy's girlfriend a cunt in front of him, unless you're prepared. Like, well, I want to fight now.
Yeah, or if you're going to be honestly, and even following that further down, if you're like, yeah, I've always wanted to be put to sleep on the internet.
Yeah. That is the third option. Also, I'm just saying, like, I personally am saying with nothing emotional behind it. Are the 2 things that I would think to say if in the situation provided that I wanted to fight a person, you know what I mean? Like I was that angry and they were going away or something, or I would be like, those would be the 2 things you could fucking, just size up the situation and be like, all right, which one of those 2 things is going to get this to fight to happen? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so when people say it with like, have that passion in their hearts, they seem to forget that like, when they're like, I'm an actual racist, so I'm gonna go. I'm always like, hey, but if you drop that one, dude, like you're probably gonna get knocked the fuck out, dude.
Yeah. And by the way, you're gonna have all of the internet cheering that you get knocked out and it gets worse.
Yeah. It's not. By the way, it's not 1952. Like, it's probably not gonna go good if you do that.
Pop quiz hotshot. Most of the people that see this are going to be giving the thumbs up that you got brutally knocked out.
No one's going to even feel bad for you getting knocked out,
dude. That's also how I feel when I see like fast food employees knock out like mean people in those videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same situation where you're like, this guy's at work and you're just fucking slapping them and throwing shit at them. And I love when they just like when someone at like fucking McDonald's just hauls off and fucking decks a guy.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy. It's pure. It's like you are so stupid.
Have you guys seen the video?
I would never assume that if I fucking dropped a hard M bomb in a circumstance where that would like make somebody upset, that I'd be like, I'm going to say that and I'm just going to walk away.
Yeah,
I'm going to drop. I'm like, no, it's like that's it, dude. Like you've crossed the last line.
In one of the videos, the guy's he's in his car and he says it and he kind of says it like, yeah. Like he says it, he yells it, and then he like looks at him like, yeah, am I gonna get away? And then he just like gets pulled out of the car and the shit beaten out of him. And you're like, yeah, that's the logical answer.
Fucking moron.
The one I was just thinking about that I wanted to watch with you. Oh, have you seen the video of the guy talking to the cop like a cop? Have you guys seen that yet? This white dude's talking to him. He's like, where are you going? Were you drinking? And the guy's like, what?
Yeah.
What? And the cop's like, and then he starts getting upset at the cop. He's like, where you been? You been at a bar all day? And the guy's like, who are you? Why are you? Dude, the cop is totally blown off guard. And then I found out this guy has a bunch of videos where he's like a lawyer in Dallas.
And cops.
He just goes and talks shit to cops. He's just kind of like, hey, why are you doing that? What are you doing? And the guy's like, excuse me? And he just knows the law. So he can like kind of talk, you know what I mean? Where it's like, also he's white. So that helps that they don't just immediately draw on his ass.
Bring that up for our Black King, Black Lou.
Black Lou, hopefully this will bring you some solace watching the white man fucking take on a white cop.
White on white crime, dude, your favorite.
your favorite blend.
Black Lou, your absolute favorite white on white crime.
If it was like a Keurig, I go, Black Lou, look, I got you some white on white crime. You can watch this.
Tell you what, I want to know that we live in a world where black people get to make the same like dumb jokes behind closed doors together, like watching two white boxers box, and you go, like, oh, this is going to be a great match. No losers here, huh? Like we're all winners now. Some white guy's going to knock another white guy out. Like,
dude, absolutely.
But it's never going to go the same way because in order to be at the top level of athletics, probably one of the guys are going to be black. Make a joke about the two best white fighters fighting.
Unless you're watching like a Tyson Fury warm-up fight where he's fighting a guy from like fucking Transylvania.
Wales.
And you go, hey, you want to watch a real slobber knocker of jabs, of gassed jabs?
Yeah, because who do you think's gonna win? I don't know. I know that we won by just watching these two white guys punch each other.
It's just so funny to think that the white heavyweight champion is a champion because he does trick fighting where he goes. It's like that's how you got to be like when he does the jostled one. I'm over here.
I'm over there.
Do you need me to? I can find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Or should we take a break and come back and talk Red Dog?
We can.
That's so much to ask.
Oh, dude, here it is. I got it right here. And the tweet. Yeah, I found it. The guy talks to cop like a cop. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Let's take a break. We'll come right back with that.
Yeah, okay. We'll come right back.
It's the bonfire. That's it. Go make a pish, buddy.
You should also come in like you're breaking through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man, if you could.
Yeah, Jacob, do me a favor. Side kick your door open when you come back in. Like leave it slightly cracked, but side kick it open, and then act like you're keep your foot up in the air and act like you're checking the room with your foot like it's a periscope.
Can you also can you scare freak out your dog and then open the door and throw it at the computer so the dog's barking and or whimpering so we can get all that?
Or if your dad's really rad, if you guys can just like pretend fight your way into the room and just like roll past the screen like through the door onto the bed.
Dude, how funny would it be if they've been
tickle each other? And they tickle each other a lot.
If Jacob's like, Dad, I want to do this he goes, Dad, I want you to do this. Can we practice a stage fight for my work? And then we walk in, and it's like a whole fucking Taken fight where they're just doing hand flips.
Oh, look at the knife work.
I never introduced him to you.
Ah, dude, we haven't met Mr. Batat.
Oh.
Now we have go pee, Jacob. It's fine. We're back, everybody. We're back. It's Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. It's the Quarantine Tapes, Big Jokers and Dan Soder. Jacob went to go take a sis, as you may have heard, depending on when we have this commercial come back.
Taking a sis, living it up.
Taking a sis. Oh, he looks like an asshole, too. Like, I mean, I like that he does it. Like, it's funny, for sure. But you know what I mean? Like, he has the look of the...
No. The guy talking to him is behind the camera. He's the cop that he talks to.
Oh, that's the cop. Oh, the cop looks like an asshole then.
Yeah, watch. Start playing it. This is, and we'll tweet this out from the Bonfire. We'll retweet it, where it's guy talks to a cop like a cop. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Because honestly,
he's mild-mannered Jimmy Justice.
90% of us would get the ever-loving shit beat out of us for talking to a cop like this, unless you kind of knew the way out of to aggressively speak to a police officer like this. You're going to get the shit knocked out of you.
Where have you been today? Have you been here all day, or have you been out and about a little bit?
What is this about? Who are you?
I'm asking the questions. Where have you been today?
No,
have you been here?
I'm asking the questions. You're on this property. You're on this property, so you need to answer my questions.
Are you drunk?
He's flustered.
Why are you slurring your words today? So have you been here all day, or have you been out? Have you been to the bar today at all?
Who are you?
Have you been to the bar today?
Who are you?
I'm an investigator.
Investigator for who?
Investigative journalist. I investigate corrupt officials. So I'm wondering, where have you been today? Have you been here all day, or have you been out at the bar at all?
Working on a fraud case. That's where I've been.
Okay. Have you been to the bar at all today?
No.
Okay.
Something
You got any drugs on?
This guy, without a doubt, is going
to... looks like he's in front of a green screen, this guy.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, is that guy in front of a green screen? And then the second thing I thought is, this guy's wife is going to be taking some full closed hits. Fucking, that lady better guard up.
Yeah, he's going to throw bows.
Dude, he's coming in full jujitsu. He's going to take you to the ground and pound.
So all I'm saying is, Mrs. Cop, you better get your jits game right.
Yeah, dude, just be ready. I made a joke earlier about Vecchione, but I meant it. Get ready to sprawl and brawl. Get ready to shoots for the legs to get down and put your fucking weight on his back and just pound him out.
Have you used any drugs today?
What a ridiculous question.
That's not a ridiculous question. Do you know where he's been today?
I don't keep tabs on him.
Okay.
It's just funny to flip the energy of this guy just winging questions at cops. And then cops are like, the guy's holding a fire hydrant to put in his car. And he's like, who, Tim? I don't know. Where'd you get lunch? Did you go to Joey's Chili Bowl? He's like,
it's a fire extinguisher. If it was a fire hydrant, nobody'd be fucking with that guy. I just ripped the fire hydrant out of the ground. Oh, all right. Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you guys.
This man is so strong.
It's just, dude, tell me a stronger feat that would scare you if you were getting ready to play guy. He goes, I'm furious right now. You just hug the fire extinguisher, a fire hydrant, and ripped it out of the ground.
The only thing more intimidating than that is playing a softball game where a guy uses a telephone pole as a baseball bat.
It's just cartoons.
Cartoonish strength. Dude.
Oh, shit. That is really funny. These guys really are. They go, why? For what? I don't.
You know what they're hitting you with? They're hitting you with like, who are you? You're gay.
It's my friend's car. He sold it to me though.
Yeah.
It's still his, or he sold it to you? I think it might be still in his name. I was supposed to do the paperwork tomorrow.
That's the whole brilliant point of this thing, is it shows you when you press cops with that energy, they react like everyone else. So they're like, I don't know. Like, where were you at? You're like, why am I telling you? Why?
Also, before you hit play again, I just want to say, I don't know if you see this little thing on the side here. Is that it? Saying right now there is a current Bill and Ted 3 trailer out?
Yep. Bill and Ted Face the Music, dude.
Came out today?
Yep.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yep.
You didn't say, I guess it wasn't that exciting. You said nothing about it.
I'm all right about it. I'm not going to lie. They did a thing in the trailer where they show future Bill and Ted, and it made me laugh, but then I'm like, I just don't know.
Oh, they're playing just future Bill and Ted?
No, they're Bill and Ted. They're playing Bill and Ted, and they let's watch the end of this, and then we'll watch the trailer.
Sure.
Because you're right.
You know what time his shit?
Red Dog needs a whole show.
Does he usually drink on the job, or no? Not that anybody knows of for sure. Have you guys ever breathalyzed him while he's been on the job? Would you submit to a breathalyzer for me right now?
You're ridiculous. You know that? You've got about 5 minutes to get out of here right now.
Or what?
That's an ample amount of time.
Dude, also, how is it 5 minutes, but also right now? Like 5 minutes starts right now? Or
it's so weird. I mean, that's such a weird, like, if you got a guy that goes, dude, I'm gonna count to 300 and get the fuck out of my face. I swear to God.
I'm gonna play Wanted Dead or Alive. By the end of that song, if you're not gone, we're gonna have major fucking problems, bud.
I'm gonna play a quinceañera march song, and when that thing is over, and that is the better part of 14 minutes, you better get the hell. I'm gonna listen to Fish live in Atlantic City, 1987.
Yeah, I go.
If you're still here when that's over, you're gonna one, have a longer beard than you have now, and two, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I'm gonna give you one studio version of Tom Sawyer from Rush. When that's over, you better be Gone. All right. Thanks, Tom Sawyer. High on you. Seventh the same. You're high on you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. He's in the line. He's in the parking lot just getting into it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. He's still around? God damn it.
I'm gonna go into my car right now and I'm gonna blare Billy Joel's Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. That is 3 entirely different songs combined into one song. And God forbid, when that thing gets back to slow again, I look out that window and you're still here. Buddy, 1, you have fantastic taste in music. And 2, I'm going to knock you the fuck out.
Yes.
Through the changes of that song that go out, he goes, in our Italian restaurant. He goes, buddy, it's getting ready to kick over to the second part. Brenda Renetti had it already by the. All right, dude, you're pushing it now. They had their baby. Brenda Renetti had the baby.
You really want it. He goes, you know what? I'm going to give you 3 Harry Chapin stories live. I'm going to do Taxi, WOLD, and by the time Cats in the Cradle comes on, you better be out of here because it's going to be an emotional ass whooping.
Yeah, I'm going to be upset on top of what you've done.
Yeah, all right, play.
You're on
my property.
This isn't your property.
Shut the hell up. Get out of here now.
What did you say?
I said shut up and get out of here.
No, you get out of here now.
Hey, you better get your boy.
Hey, pause it. Black Lou, is this like a porn for you? Like watching white people talk to the cops like this?
It more makes me angry. It's jealousy, really.
Yeah, that you can't just go up because I mean I would feel like you would have enough reservoir just to go off on a guy that looks like this, and then watching this white guy walk up and go, "Hey guys, watch this cool trick. Your wife's a fat bitch." The cop's like,
I think I just had a profound moment. That's this. Like I don't know if I could pull this off without.
No way I could do this.
Probably not. Probably not. But it's an outside shot. But I feel like I just had an epiphany to myself. Black Lou could never in a million fucking years attempt. There's not a fucking chance.
Dude, any black person would try. I'm telling you, man. This guy's white.
Know, but here's the thing. I guess my mind is. I'm saying more like I never even thought of doing this. But as I'm watching this, I'm getting more of a feeling of like I'm like, damn, dude. Like in some circumstance, like you could do this, and Black Lou's not even sore. He couldn't possibly be going like, well, I guess there's a circumstance I could do this. Like I don't know. I couldn't think of what it is where you could pull this off and not have a problem.
Dude,
I mean, no way.
I could get halfway through this talking like that with this guy thinking I'm a police recruit before he would be like, oh, fuck, I know this guy. You know what I mean? But I'm saying,
yeah.
Dude, like I would go as far as to say I don't think a woman could talk to this guy like this.
No, maybe good. No. People know women, especially a white woman, is going to be.
Oh well, white women are itching for that fight.
It just seems litigious. Yeah, it seems like they're looking to get you in. They want to be wrapped up in a fucking weird suit with the city and talk about it all the time, you know while they wear Looney Tunes oversized shirts.
Coming from a white lady dojo, I should have known that's one of their fighting forms.
Yeah,
I should have known that was like.
I swept up at the dojo.
Sorry, I called my mom's house the dojo. Sorry, I was just leaving the dojo.
The white woman dojo.
Leaving the dojo.
Take your shoes off, please. Take your shoes off in the dojo.
Take your shoes off. My mom. She was like, "Fear is not a part of this." Refunds are a part of this dojo, are they? Yes, white lady.
If a man is across from you, he is the enemy. Is there a problem, Mr. Lawrence?
Is there a problem, Mr. Lawrence? I said I wanted these eggs over easy, and that's not what they are.
And he's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude.
Nobody touches the princess till the tournament.
Dude, that's so funny to think fucking white lady public arguing is a martial art. They're the fucking they're the Shaolin warriors.
Shame does not exist in this dojo, does it?
Wraparound glasses always exist in this dojo, don't they?
Rationale has no place in this dojo, does it?
You better have sunspots on your triceps if you want to be a white lady black belt.
If a man is standing across from you, he's trying to fuck you. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence?
Is there a problem, Mrs. Lawrence?
All right, let's watch the end of this.
Back in your office and do your job.
You shut up and get out of
Get
here.
your butt back in your office and do your job.
No.
I don't want to.
No. You quit drinking on the...
I don't want to do copping right now.
I'm a cop. I'm a cop. And it's like when someone tries to tell on you in class. They're like, Mrs. Robinson says on the hall monitor, and you're not listening to me right now. And you're like, beat it, dork.
Yeah, this is what he goes. Go inside and do your job. He goes, no. I'm not going inside because I don't want to. Dude, if this guy stays out in the car, this guy would stay outside for the next 4 hours, just not, even if he has to piss.
Yeah.
He'd be like, dude, cover me while I pee real quick. He's like, I'm not going inside and letting this guy win. I'm not going inside. He told me to go inside and work. I'm not going to do it.
I don't know who this guy even is.
Like John's like, Thomason, you have to do your paperwork. He's like, I'll stay late. I'm not going into this guy.
No.
This guy's still standing there.
You understand me?
Whatever.
You punk ass.
I mean, that's crazy.
You get your ass back in there. You don't look back here again.
Crazy.
I'll be watching you.
He looked. He did the most childish thing he did. He goes, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Now I'm leaving again.
Black Lou, what do you think is more death-defying white people do? Base jumping or talking to cops like this? What would you...
Talking to cops.
Talking to cops?
Would you say talking like that or urban wingsuiting?
jumping off the Citibank building in a fucking...
just see where the wind takes you, man.
You better glide down, but then get ready. Or walking up to a cop and going, go inside and do your job. And the cop's
do your
like,
fucking job.
What?
Don't tell me what to do. I hate, you're not my boss.
That cop must be weird though. For another cop to walk up during that and then walk away and not back his buddy up is kind of weird. You know what
you feel like the guy in the uniform at the bar later where the guy's like, oh, you should have seen this guy just ripping Tim a new one. It was pageantry.
He goes, Sanders worked over at the 71st Precinct. Well, we got him. And this guy's like a notorious dirty cop. Anyways, this fucking guy's in the parking lot just grilling him with a cell phone. I'm out there putting a fire extinguisher in the unit.
He goes,
I don't want to be out there.
He goes, I'm over there. He goes, I just fucking rage pulled a fire hydrant out of the ground. Put it in the back of my Bronco to show my wife.
He goes, I
get
just saw
blindsided by this guy like, hey, defend me here. And I was just like, I don't really know what he was doing all day. You can see I was ripping this pup out of the ground. He goes, what were you asking? Where? Oh, it was in there pretty good. Over on the corner of 3rd and 23rd.
He goes, I'm sword and stoning a fucking fire.
I just Excalibur this fucking thing out of the ground.
He goes, I was getting ready for my man cave downstairs. I wanted a street look to it.
I'm doing a street motif. He goes, go home, just fucking, bang the concrete and extra piping off this bad boy. I might make it a popcorn machine.
He goes, I might lift one of those slow children playing signs from the neighborhood, put it downstairs. Anyways, I come out.
Has this guy been to a bar today? Huh? Have I ever tried to rip a telephone book in half? No, but I think I heard it's more technique than strength. But if it is strength, I could probably do it.
He goes,
is that what you asked me?
Were you asking me if I auditioned for Power Squad, the Christian weightlifting group? He goes, I didn't get a call back on the last one. I didn't get a call back when I bet that steel for him. But no, anyways, he's a dirty cop.
You enjoying the Bible thumpers?
Yeah. Dude, what is their name, Christine?
The Christian powerlifting group. The Bible thumpers.
Dude, that is something that's
the Bible pumpers. That was right. That was low hanging fruit, and I missed it.
It was right in front of your face, and you didn't even see it. Also, what low hanging fruit it is. This is exactly what we were talking about to be a comedian and then go Christian. is just to be a power lifter, and you go, nah, I live for God.
Yeah. He came to me in a vision and he said, you're not vascular enough.
It would be pretty sweet though if it just pans up to God and he's a meathead and he's in one of those thin tank tops, and those are the most Christly people, or people that are like, well, it's like the power team. Shout out to the power team.
DJ Lou, you'd be an awesome person to go through a full-blown like religious, get jacked fucking guy, no more smoking, just become like, like a big cross tattoo on your back or something, and it's all like you just turn around and just become. I mean, just come in just jacked, dude. But
I go, hey,
fuck anymore.
I go, Lou, I got 2 tickets to fucking PJ in the park. Do you want to go see him? He go, sorry, bro. I got my cross runs on Saturday. I got to take this fix up this hill 15 times.
Plus, I'm not really into big stadium shows like that. I'm gonna go see Monster Magnet around the corner at St. George.
He goes, I was wondering I don't know if you want to come film me do my crucifix carry. It's a 200-pound crucifix, and I do 33 reps, for the Lord and Savior, for the Lamb.
Oh, dude. I'm playing Jesus I'm playing the baby Jesus in a new fucking.
I would love to do that.
What's the thing called? What's the scene called?
The nativity scene. He goes, I would love to do that, bro, but I got a truck pull for Christ at 3 p.m.
I got a keg throw for the throw.
I'm doing log throws for the apostles. So if you want to come down, I name an apostle and then I fucking throw the log. I was a kid.
I'm one of the horsemen of the apocalypse.
Hold on. This guy commented on the video.
You're right. You're right to ignore that. I suck.
What did you say? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I got excited about this comment. I started reading.
You're gonna make me re-say it. It's gonna hurt you more.
No, you don't.
Know what, everybody? If you bought tickets to Indianapolis, give them back. I get it.
Stop it.
If you need to see me, I'll be on Shits and Gigs, a new podcast in Indianapolis.
Yeah, dude, get ready for the podcast scene to get flipped on its head in Indy. There,
turn things upside down.
So this comment on the Power Team video, this guy wrote, when I was a kid, I remember being so pumped because my dad told me that Power Team was coming to our church. The day they showed up was one of the greatest of my life. Deadlifting a fridge, breaking ice blocks, breaking cinder blocks on fire. These guys were all beasts. Afterwards, my dad bought me a Power Team hat that I wore constantly until it fell apart. This video makes me wish I hadn't grown up to be such a loser piece of shit drug addict. My dad is in heaven and so disappointed. That's a fake comment. That's a fake comment. Power Team put that comment up. 100% Power Team put that comment up.
I wish I would have just gotten
John Klosterman wrote, what the fuck, dude?
First comment reply.
Until you hit read more, it's like as soon as you hit read more, that line shows up.
This is people who've come to see the Power Team's video. Go up, Christine. Because then it says, down. Yeah, obviously the replies. You don't go past it. The one I want to say, the first person also writes, "Hey, dude, if seeing the Power Team was the highlight of your life, your life fucking sucks, dude." Yeah. That's what it means to see the Power Team's thing. It was still like, damn, dude, your shit blows.
The next sentence so good. He goes, when I saw them for the first time, I thought, why in the fuck do people like this shit? That's so funny. Play the trailer. Let's get into the Power Team, dude. Let's buy Power Team shirts.
Oh, dude, I'll become a total fucking PT head.
Dude, you already know it. You got the background. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yes, all of it. Full screen. Let's go. And I love POD.
Isn't that momentum more than strength?
I don't know. I think it's the love of the Lord, but I could be wrong.
Nice with my head.
Yeah, that ain't nothing, though.
All right. Now, I'll tell you what. Those things are pre-cut. He should have left the fucking kick. He got cocky. He should have left the kick out of the fucking thing.
Yeah, dude, what's this guy gonna do? Blow a balloon? Is this a fat strong man?
Oh no, he's blowing up like a fucking enema bag, a hot water bottle.
Oh yeah. Oh, here comes the. Oh, dude, this is his thing. This guy has to take hot rubber on the face.
Blowing up a hot water bottle is pretty hilarious, but they're just ripping the phone book in half, dude. By the way, the fact that some of these guys aren't that in shape is great.
Yeah, where they're kind of sloppy. They got 80s wrestler bodies.
Dude, phone book rip contest.
Dude, can we go to a church and watch one of these?
Dude, these guys are fucking thick dildos. I mean, just. But
the best part
I wouldn't like one of these people. By the way, these things are all fixed. Every one of these things is fake.
Yeah, that guy that did drugs, dude.
These things are all fixed. These things are all 100% fixed, dude. No one. That bar is not like
The sell is that I'm bending rebar like this.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a bendable fucking bar. Go back to the guy doing the thing from the top where he does that axe kick on the fucking looks like paving stone.
While she rewinds it, let me tell the guy that did drugs, you made the right choice. Drugs bring way more joy into your life than watching guys break half broken bricks.
Oh yeah.
Dude, can we do?
It's after the ice.
Honestly,
it's right here. Look at that.
Listen, hold on. Bring that back because I want to watch it and pause it. Bring it back for a second to pause it. Can we do? And I'm going to ask the crew here. I'm asking Jacob, Black Lou, and Lewitsky. Can we do a power team demonstration at the next live bonfire where you guys do a bunch of rips and bends and stuff, and we'll get stuff that's already like halfway.
I'll pay whatever it costs.
No, we'll get it done. We'll get the budget
to have ice stacks for you guys.
But if we can do it where you guys say the power of the bonfire gives you a strength that you've never felt.
And I'll tell you what, at each one of the stations for the three of you guys, at each one of the stations, one of the three things will not be pre-cut.
Yeah, so Lewitsky's hand gets shattered.
So every one of them, everyone's gonna eat shit on one of them. But you won't know which one.
Whiskey goes, guys, that was kind of fucked up, dude. This is the hand I used to work the board, and it's completely broken. Those were real cinder blocks.
It's going to be random. It'll be hilarious if DJ Lou catches all three fucking real ones. His foot hurts. Above his hand.
It's like the scene in Ace Ventura 2 where he's like, Dude,
you can't cut it too much. You have to put a little something into it. But
dude, I would love that. Let's make a power. Let's come up with a name for our power team. The fire squad. The firing squad.
We could do better than that.
We could do better than that.
But you're right. No, but the simplicity of firing squad is actually, upon second saying it, is pretty good. But it's got to be something a little more that implies like mass or bulk and strength.
Pussy posse.
No, pussy posse. That could work too. B-Rod, we're going to need you to make them get-ups like gym pants and exercise shirts so that they can all run out with their hands on their shoulders. And then they can do a speech.
Like that swishy material?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Like windbreaker material. And then we'll have them, and then we'll have Jacob, Blaglu, and Witsky all give speeches on why the bonfire gives them the power to break through this stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You gotta give us time to get in shape though.
No. No. I'm talking about
unrehearsed.
This might be at Moon Tower. I think we might have to do this at Moon Tower.
This is going to be totally unrehearsed, guys.
I'm in the worst shape of my life. I've been smoking 3 packs a day.
3?
Yeah, probably.
Lou, you're fine. Lou, first of all, you're fine.
I know. This isn't a cry for help. I'll do it.
No, you're doing great. No, but what I'm saying to you is, it's not this is not an endurance game right here, my friend. All right. This is not a race. I mean, we'll say it's sort of a race. It's just more of a demonstration of your pure strength.
I'm not worried about it.
You're hopped up on nicotine. You're probably ready for a rage kill. So yeah. I mean, I think you're gonna. You might win. You might be an early favorite to win this thing.
3 cups of coffee. Yeah, I'm in.
Plus, I want you, before you worry about how much you're smoking, I'd like you to watch this guy's axe kick through the garden stones. If you could, for 1 second, Christine, if you just play that.
Here comes the
Dan, take a headbutt. Yeah, and now get these.
Too easy.
This is the way he must have said. He goes, look at that. And this guy here. By the way, he just knocked that cinder block off. He didn't.
It would be funny if he bitch slapped it. He's like, ugh.
I mean, this guy, if straight up looks like, I mean, he looks like Sandman from ECW.
Sandman's the shit.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he didn't have a great body.
Yeah.
Ask Lou, weren't you on Chantrix? You went on Chantix like twice already. What happened?
Smoked right through it.
He just walked right through that opponent.
It was no match for me.
He blew his stomach staples, bro.
That stuff makes you think of smoking like it's like nauseating to you. You worked right through that shit.
Yeah, I did, and now it's delicious.
Damn,
it's fucking good. Yeah, now he likes the new taste.
Yeah, he goes, now I can't have it without the other.
He goes, it makes him taste like earwax. And what I've learned is I can deal with earwax. Dude, I want to see, man, I would want to test these guys out. This baseball bat is balsa wood, dude. I'm telling you. Bullshit, dude. Come on. It doesn't work that way. Physics doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but that's why it's so badass when Bo Jackson fucking broke that bat after he struck
I don't
out.
know what I'm doing. He goes, I guess Christ is in my thigh.
He goes,
for these bat breaks.
He goes, for me, Christ is mostly in my quads. I got some Christ in my traps, but
he goes, I got a little Saint Peter in my glutes.
Oh, dude, does he throw a baby? Oh, that was gonna be awesome.
Usually run through. He goes, like, go long. I'm gonna throw a baby to you. Lord, guide me.
Dude, here he goes. Just run through the wall, dude. Run through the wall. You are a Jesus wrecking ball. Here he is.
Oh,
that's badass.
All the leftover ice and cinder blocks. All right, which one of you three is going to do that? Oh, flames! Hell yeah!
I think we found Jacob's finale.
Jacob, are you going to do the flaming headbutts?
See if they're still playing POD.
I did 3 Tough Mudders, and we did have to jump over fire. So
that's pretty cool.
I'm prepared for this.
Wow, dude, you shouldn't have said that.
Oh, here comes the.
You shouldn't have said that at all, dude. You're prepared for this? I'm excited now.
I mean,
I'm excited for Jacob.
Over fire.
Dude,
now,
I can't wait.
Black
I can't
Lou,
wait to see our power
you
team.
can't just sit there, especially in these very trying times for the black man, and this white boy say he's going to fucking out-athletic you at the power team competition. There's no way.
We'll have to see what happens.
He's playing it cool. DJ Lou is going to smoke through the thing.
DJ Lou's gonna light his cigarette with the flame and walk away.
He's going to let there and then headbutt ice with a butt in his mouth.
And he goes, "What? I needed it for my drink." He breaks it into cubes. And he goes, and that does that, dude. That's great.
I can't wait to wear these.
Play some audio from this. This is some classic power team prayer.
One more.
Oh yes,
question for Lou. Lou, who is smoking more, you or Will? And are you two just egging each other on? Not egging, but you know what I mean. Like,
we're just smoking a lot, Jacob. That's all. There's nothing else to do.
Lou's been crushing pussy so much during this quarantine. He had to send pussy home, dog. Come on, he's doing fine.
Puss,
you're whacking off the dolls at your mom's house.
Get a lot of puss.
Get a lot of puss.
Well, this can keep going. We're already over. We're going over. We're giving too much content. We're giving you guys too much.
Yeah, we can't. You don't deserve this.
Oh, you just a little bit more? You want more of it?
We're gonna work this out, everybody. And I promise you, at our next live show, we will have some version of Power Team competition that Jacob is the early favorite on, according to Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob thinks he's going to be the lead of the power team.
I like the confidence. I love the confidence, actually. And Jacob is
Black Lou's shaking his head because he knows that Jacob's not the true leader of the power team.
Again, it's going to become a brute force. And I'll tell you what, not to harp on the term we've been using earlier, but Black Lou is what they call in the fight game a fire plug. He's coming in low center of gravity, and he's got bulk exercise. You can see he lifts weights. He's a strong dude. He's going to put the shoulder into the.
I do a lot of karate. I grew up doing karate.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Yeah, no, we did know that. He did the kick. He did the kick in the hallway. Remember?
Did a flying spin kick. That
yeah,
is true.
You're fucked, Lou. I mean, you're fucked, Jacob.
No, he's right though. Also, Lou, you are fucked. But Jacob, you're fucked because you thought you had a shot in this thing, and he's going to come in there, dude. I can't.
Sensei Johnson's going to come in here and fuck your shit up,
dude. If Black Lou does an entrance with like a floor routine of flips and then lands and headbutts ice. I mean, let me tell you something. He's going to get a standing fucking ovation.
I'll give him a standing ovation.
That night, you better make that night your bachelor party, dude, because it's going to be raining pussy on you.
If he doesn't start his floor routine with both fists out, going, Jacob goes, I didn't know he was going to do Tiger Style. That's kind of unfortunate. He's using Tiger Style.
Dude, when someone, you want to be intimidating when they do the noise before the move too. Everyone's used to like the Kia when they go,
yeah. I just watched that Be Water 30 for 30 about Bruce Lee on ESPN.
I got a half hour left, yeah.
But dude, when he's standing there doing the screen tests with the old white guy, and he's like, sit, and the white guy's like, oh fuck, and he's like, he goes, you are worried, do not worry, you are very close, and he's like, dude, I would be pissing myself if Bruce Lee was kicking this close to my face.
Now he goes, put a little tip of your gum out of your mouth. Yes. Like, take it from you, like, huh?
Also, I didn't realize that Lewis is the opposite of Bruce Lee, where Lewis goes, oh, that's pretty close to your face. That's pretty close to your face. And you're like, please don't. You're not Bruce Lee.
Lewis is like mudslide.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hey,
Lewis is like avalanche. Bruce Lee's like water. Lewis is like clunky avalanche.
He goes, be forest fire. Contaminate everything around you.
Be earthquake.
Be earthquake. Be volcano. Blow up unexpectedly.
Explode at the most inconvenient times.
Explode, hurting the people around you the most.
Be volcano.
Be volcano. We fucking love you guys. We love the crew. From all of us here at the Bonfire, it's the.
Let's say real quick before we go. We should tell people, of course, that Dan Soder, the 20.